The Wayland Baptist University Don Williams School of Education offers outstanding programs in elementary, middle school, secondary, career and technology, and occupational education. The School of Education has designed coursework to be field-based, with opportunities for students to experience on-site observation, tutoring, working as a teaching assistant, and student teaching.
Support from the professors was probably the best part about the education department. I felt like the relationships I established with them were so great because I could ask them anything and they would tell real life stories from their experiences, and they were very supportive to make sure that it wasn't just like push them through a class and get them done. It was, I want to make sure you get the best education possible so that you can give that to somebody else.
I transferred to Wayland. I came in the very first semester that I came in, they quickly saw that I was an education major, and so they got me a literacy program job actually here at Thunderbird, and I was able to quickly get into the schools and just start observing from the get-go. So I felt like I was prepared from the first day, and it just carried on after those 4 years.
I picked Wayland because it felt like home. That's literally what it came down to. I went and I spent the night with some friends and I knew that I was at home. And then just through all the programs, the professors were so caring. They took time to make sure you knew that you were learning. And they would really invest in you, and I really appreciated that.
I'm trying to think along those lines. What does a vet do?
Can't tell you how many times a day I think back to Dr. Whitfield talking about having the teacher look, and him giving all of his examples from his experiences, and that was probably the most helpful to me, is hearing their experiences as professors and being able to apply that, because whenever you're on your own, whenever you're not student teaching, it definitely is a whole different ballgame. You have to know those procedures and know those routines, and that's what they really instilled in us.
I had some very good instructors on the Lubbock campus, and I think more than anything else, there was by example, I got to learn, how good teaching was done. Some of the instructors I had there taught in a very different way than I would have normally, that I was normally exposed to in a class, in a classroom setting as a student. So seeing how they did their classroom on the college level kind of prepared me for wanting to expect a little bit more from my students on this high school level. So that was a really good experience.
Teacher education is a campus-wide commitment at Wayland. The university believes it's very important for preparing teachers and leaders in education under the guidance of Christian educators whose focus is on academic, moral, and spiritual preparation. The aim of the Don Williams School of Education is to develop highly qualified professional educators. Students are guided in their professional preparation by a faculty committed to Christian high ideals and values.
Just the preparation of all the lesson plans and all the what seemed like meaningless work at the time, just the tedious assignments that you felt like you had to do all the time in every single class, it was really beneficial because that's what you do every day as a teacher. I mean, you've got to write lesson plans and you have to know how to test kids, and it is tedious, but I feel like those little things that can easily overwhelm you if you weren't prepared to do them would probably make you not want to stay in the profession. I feel like people that don't have their things together, that aren't organized, and I think that is really overwhelming because you have to do a lot of it. And so knowing how to do it before I even got here was refreshing. I think that they also really teach you how to be a professional, not just how to teach, but how to be a professional and how to work in a professional environment. And I think that's something that's lacking at a lot of universities. And so that is something I really appreciate about Wayland.
The professional education programs at Don Williams School of Education is preparing future educators to assume positions as teachers, coaches, and leaders in public and private schools. At Wayland, it's more than just about instruction in classes. It's about people and relationships that last.
They will support you, they will help you along the way, and I've had, you know, personal just conversations with the professors on a personal level, just about school, everything like that, and even still to this day they're checking on me, seeing how I'm doing, and it's just a wonderful experience.
It's a lot different than other institutions because it has this religious component, and it's pervasive throughout the school. You know, the students that are going there and the teachers that are going there kind of have this overall, you know, good feeling for the school and for the success of the school. So I think that that's a benefit. I think that that's really good because then you have people that are overall good on the inside that want to help you do better and succeed. And so I think that Wayland offers a uniqueness because of that.
The home atmosphere, the Christ-like atmosphere, the professors that care about you as a person, and they care about making sure you really grasp the content. They know that college is more than just those 4 years. So they really try to instill that in you so you know later on.
I think the biggest thing for me was just the relationships, and it really did leave an impression on me because it teaches you how to have relationships with your own students. It really sets a good example.